Hello, I'm Edward, and welcome back to part 2 of our series on Joseph Kennedy, the patriarch of the renowned Kennedy family. In part 1, we unveiled shocking facts about Kennedy's alleged bootlegging, stock manipulations, controversial views, and family tragedies. Now, we delve deeper into the darker aspects of his life, from the tragic story of his daughter Rosemary, his marital infidelities, ruthless ambition, manipulation of the press, to allegations of election rigging.
Welcome to our channel, Hushed Histories, revealing the secrets of bygone eras. Fact 6. Forced lobotomy, the tragic story of Kennedy's daughter Rosemary.
Rosemary Kennedy, the oldest daughter of Joseph Kennedy, was subjected to a lobotomy at the age of 23 in 1941, a procedure enforced by her father. Joseph Kennedy, fearing her increasingly rebellious behavior and mood swings could jeopardize his son's political careers, made this devastating decision, despite the fact that Rosemary likely suffered from depression rather than the mental handicap she was diagnosed with. The risky procedure, performed by Dr. James Watts with Dr. Walter Freeman attending, involved the cutting of Rosemary's frontal lobe while she was conscious and responsive. The operation tragically extinguished Rosemary's intellectual abilities, reducing her mental age to that of a 2-year-old and leaving her incapable of speaking or walking properly. She was subsequently hidden away from the public eye, becoming a haunting secret within the prominent family. This tragic event underscores the historical misunderstanding and often brutal approach towards mental health treatment.
Fact 7. Marital infidelity, Kennedy's alleged affairs.
While often portrayed as a committed family man, Joseph Kennedy Sr. was well known in private circles for his numerous extramarital affairs. One of the most prominent was with Hollywood starlet Gloria Swanson, a relationship that was reportedly open and apparent, even to Kennedy's wife, Rose. Another known affair was with his secretary, Janet DesRosiers, a relationship that began when she was only 24 and Kennedy was around 60. Despite these infidelities, Rose Kennedy maintained her public image, finding solace in her faith and the privileges of her position. These infidelities weren't merely personal scandals, they significantly shaped the Kennedy family dynamics. This pattern of womanizing within the Kennedy family, set by the patriarch himself, cast a long shadow over the family's reputation.
Fact 8. Intricate entanglements, a common love interest for Kennedy Sr. and Jr.
The affairs within the Kennedy family extended beyond the patriarch Joseph, as his sons also carried forward this notorious legacy. Marlene Dietrich, a renowned film star, found herself at the center of this entanglement, having been involved with both Joseph Kennedy and later his son John F. Kennedy. Joseph's fling with Dietrich took place in 1938 and was so open that he even flaunted her in front of his son John. In 1963, a quarter of a century later, John, then the president, managed to lure Dietrich into a dalliance within the White House's walls. When confronted about her past involvement with his father, Dietrich denied the affair, leading John to quip about his father's propensity for lying. This instance underscored the unusual dynamics within the Kennedy family, where affairs were seemingly an open secret and jealousy or rivalry was often a driving force.
Fact 9. The Manipulator, Kennedy's relationship with the press.
Joseph Kennedy Sr. was a master manipulator of public image, especially through his relationships with the press. Recognizing the power of media in shaping public opinion, he strategically used it to build the Kennedy family brand. He meticulously groomed his sons, particularly John F. Kennedy, portraying them as the epitome of American ideals. Charming, intelligent, and dedicated to public service. He also ensured that unfavorable news, such as the family's controversial business dealings and personal indiscretions, were suppressed or spun favorably. However, this relationship was a double-edged sword as it sometimes backfired, with the press ultimately playing a role in uncovering some of the family's hidden scandals. Kennedy's complex relationship with the media set a new precedent in political communication strategies, deeply influencing how future leaders would interact with the press.
Fact 10. Shady politics, the allegations of election rigging by Joseph Kennedy.
The 1960 presidential election remains controversial due to persistent allegations that Joseph Kennedy Sr., using his deep connections, manipulated the results in favor of his son, John F. Kennedy. One prominent theory suggests that Joseph sought the assistance of the mob to generate fraudulent votes for JFK in Chicago, effectively using the names of deceased individuals. Nixon lost Illinois by a thin margin, but suspicions of electoral misconduct extended beyond this state, reaching Missouri and New Jersey. Another intriguing claim points to JFK's 1946 congressional campaign, where Joseph allegedly orchestrated a strategy to divide votes, causing confusion among voters by introducing another candidate named Joe Russo. Joseph reportedly offered a lucrative lifetime salary to frontrunner Mike Neville to step down, and when refused, enlisted media magnate William Randolph Hearst to inhibit Neville's campaign exposure. While these allegations remained largely unproven, they substantially contributed to the perception of the Kennedys' ruthless political maneuvering. In the concluding part of our series on Joseph Kennedy, we have unveiled the darker facets of this prominent figure. We unraveled the heartbreaking story of his daughter Rosemary, his alleged extramarital affairs, the immense pressure he exerted on his children to enter politics, his manipulation of the press, and the serious allegations of election rigging. As we step away from the public image of this Kennedy patriarch, it's clear that the legacy of Joseph Kennedy is indeed shrouded in controversy and intrigue.
We hope you've enjoyed the video and encourage you to share your thoughts, additional facts, or any fascinating stories about the topic in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this captivating voyage into the world of hushed histories.